J. Frederick Smith here, Continental Realty of Jax, 839 Acosta Street, Unit B. We're going to go visit today. This is a duplex, and we're just going to get the chance to see just this one side of it. The other side is occupied. So the AC is a window unit that has actually been embedded into the wall, which, you know, is okay. I actually prefer it like that rather than it stealing your windows. And these windows that we have here really aren't very good for an AC unit to be put in them anyway. These are the original latched windows. They have these little roller guys that allows the window to well, you twist that little handle and then the window opens outside, which is why there's no screens, unfortunately. But they do open up pretty wide. Now, we're in the living room here. We'll have a look at the electric panel over there in just a second. All new paint, luxury vinyl plank floors, baseboards that are down with a quarter round. And it looks like they actually put the quarter round down on top of the new flooring, which is amazing. A lot of times when they renovate a home like this, they'll just leave the old quarter round down and they'll put the flooring up to it, and then it looks terrible. Panel is a Siemens panel. That's great. That's not a brand that's a problem. This is a newer panel, even though it's been painted. Why they painted it, probably just to help hide it a little bit, I guess. But this is a pretty new panel. Everything is labeled. I can tell you that it's new because we don't have the main here. You know, in the older panels, there would be a switch to shut off the power to the house. But now, that's all outside at the meter. So if there's a fire in the home, the fire department is able to actually turn the power off from the outside without having to go in and, you know, risk themselves to hit that panel. The kitchen is, well, you know, it's small because it's a two-bedroom unit, but granite countertops, thank you. I love granite countertops. And I really actually prefer them over quartz. Now, I will preface that by saying I actually do prefer quartz for a countertop. The problem with quartz is that the quartz dust actually causes problems with people's lungs in a way similar to asbestos does. There's a lot of pushback these days on quartz, cutting quartz for countertops, simply because it's dangerous to the people that are doing work in those factories and those mills, those quartz mills. So because I want to, you know, do the right thing for my neighbor, granite is a good option. Now, the thing about granite is it does absorb moisture if you don't keep it sealed. That means if you spill something that's like red Kool-Aid or something and you don't have the sealed countertop, well, you know, you might have a little red spot there that you never expected to have, and it might not ever come out. So with this particular kind of a countertop, you do need to occasionally, and that's not all the time, but that's occasionally, like every 6 months or so, put some granite sealer on there. You can get that from Walmart or Home Depot or any place really that is going to have, you know, your typical cleaning supplies should also have a granite sealer. You just spray it on and wipe it off, and it's done. Really easy. Undermount double basin sink, stainless, looks nice. You've got the pull down and the spray head, you know, on the faucet in the kitchen. That's good. There is a little light there. I'm not turning that on. Stainless overhead vent light for the range, and a black Amana electric range with the little pressure sensors that, you know, if you don't have a pot sitting on this burner will not get hot. So it's kind of a safety feature for kids. Not all ranges have this, that have these coil tops. But, you know, if they do and you happen to have kids, that's a nice feature. Personally, I'd like a different kind of a cooktop than a coil, but you know, once again, as a rental property, this looks nice and clean. Those are safe for kids, and I think that, you know, all in all, this is great. Cabinet space, you have a reasonable number of cabinets below and above on both sides of the kitchen. And by reasonable, I mean reasonable for the size of space that it is, and a little area that you could put a table against that wall where you could put a couple of chairs. So you could probably fit a long slender table there and 4 chairs. Although you don't really have a dining room, that would work to give you a place to sit down and eat. The kitchen is relatively small, so that's really going to be your best. It's kind of like a breakfast bar thing that you could set up here in this, underneath this light. I'm sure that was the idea. Okay, so we're going to go out the back door in a minute since I wasn't able to go out to the outside of the property prior, but we will go out. So now we're coming into the hallway here where the bedrooms are, and or the bedroom is. I guess this is just a 1-bedroom unit. Washer dryer hookups here in the hallway, right next to your hot water tank. Now, it's unfortunate that this isn't sealed off. It wouldn't be hard to put a accordion-style door right here so that was sealed off and you didn't have to look at all of that. Or even a couple of sliding closet doors would be nice. There's also where your crawl space is. If you need, or not your crawl space, but your attic access. So if you need to go up into the attic for some reason, you just push this panel up and you can get up inside there. Kitchen also has acoustic tiles. I didn't mention that before, and it is a little lower than the living room as far as height goes, by maybe 6 inches. What the reason is for that, I don't know. Maybe they just hung those acoustic tiles up there for the look. And that's a possibility. Also, it does definitely dampen the sound, those acoustic tiles do. So I don't know what the main reason is. But let's go ahead and continue into the restroom here, which is a nice new tub, fiberglass tub surround. They put regular base all along the edge of the tub. One thing that we don't have here, though, is good caulk lines between the pieces of the tub surround and the rim of the tub. So really, that we need to get some caulk in there to keep the water from going behind those and down into the walls and into the floor. I would also say that it would be a fabulous idea to put a glass shower door in this. Why? Because a glass shower door will prevent water coming out of that tub when there's kids in a much more efficient manner than a curtain ever possibly could. And the last thing that you want is a lot of water going out of that tub and onto your floor, because this might be waterproof luxury vinyl plank, but I guarantee you that water will seep underneath that quarter round and it will wreck it fast. And if there's wood underneath here, it's going to wreck that too, okay? Glass shower door really is in my rentals, a required feature. Gotta have it, because I don't want to have the bill of a bunch of rotten flooring where the tub is sinking into the floor because I didn't bother to put that shower door on there. It actually will save you money. Okay. Jay's preaching again. Nice window. You know what I love about this window? See, there's a door right there. I can be standing right here doing my business, and waving at my neighbor at the same time, and they can be waving back, watching me. It's lovely. I would suggest that you put something over this window. There's blinds. Okay, so I could close these blinds, right? Okay, I could do that. But you know what? If it's 2 a.m. or something and I'm just stumbling in here, I'm not going to be thinking about that. And I certainly, wouldn't want to scare the neighbors off by giving them that kind of a view that I was just talking about. Because if I turn the light on, wow, this window is going to be, anybody that's looking out from that window over there, and it's going to be like looking at a movie screen. It's going to be bright and everything is going to be obvious. So maybe a film coating over that glass to make it opaque, or even paint it. And painting it sucks. The film coating is a much better option, but at least it would be opaque that way, and the people there next door would not, or this way even, would not have to, you know, deal with me or whoever it is here in the restroom. And it's the same, you know, over there, they're going to get a nice view of, guess what? Right? Right through that beautiful, big, beautiful glass window in this bathroom. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, we have a little closet, probably a linen closet. Now, this is interesting. There's a button on this latch. I've never seen a button like that. You push the button and it opens. Huh, curious. All right, so this is just your linen closet. It's nice and clean. 4 shelves and some room down below for your bigger items. Perfect. It's beautiful. Now, that top shelf would be hard to get big things onto, but it looks like these panels, well, I thought they did. I thought they moved. Oh, yeah, they do. So you could pull one of these panels out and get big things in there. You know, you wouldn't have much of a shelf for that, but at least if you had big stuff, you could set it on what was left and give you the room to do that. So I like that little closet. You got to have a linen closet, and I like that latch. It actually latches really nice. How fun is that? Okay, so that is the restroom. We already looked at the laundry. So bedroom. Bedroom is nice size. Maybe 15 feet by, well, along here, it's probably 12 feet to this closet, which is not huge, but this is big enough that you could fit a king size, well, you could fit a queen size bed in here safely. A king size bed probably is going to be a hard sell. You probably aren't going to be able to do it. You could do it if it was against the wall with the window, but the problem is it's going to stick out so far that it'll be hard to get to the closet. You still might be able to do it. So it's possible. This closet here has 2 sets of bars above and below, and some other hooks for like tie hooks or something. I think that's what that is. For hanging ties. And then on the other side is a bunch of shelving. So 2 bars, shelving. So you don't need a dresser. If you already have one, well, sorry. And somebody put a latch on here so that, you know, if you decided that you didn't want your kids coming in and looking, you could latch that guy. Okay, great. Now, is this another closet back here in this corner? Yeah, so we have one more closet. So it's a double closet. This one has a light. Look at that. The double closet, nice shelf up above. The bar is really too close to the shelf. I can barely get 2 fingers in between the top of the bar and the bottom of the shelf. It's very tight, which means that when you're trying to get your hangers off of this bar, it's going to be hard to do that. It really needs to be, you really need to have, you know, you've got that much, but really what you need is this much, right? If this shelf was moved up even this much more, it would make that job of getting your clothing off of the bar a whole lot easier. Once again, as a rental, you know, that's an inconvenience that the tenant is going to have to deal with. I would still consider it, though, as a landlord, because anything that is going to be an inconvenience to my tenant is going to shorten their tenancy and make them less amicable to a good relationship. Does that make sense? Okay, so ceiling fans in the rooms here and in the living room. They're nice new ceiling fans. You know, this duplex has been nicely remodeled. I really do appreciate the way that the property looks. 1 bedroom, 1 bath is what it is on this side. So I don't remember what the price is on this, but what you've got is a 1 bedroom, 1 bath rental. Probably gets you $900 a month for each side if they're as nice as this. Maybe more. I wouldn't count on it. Yeah, I wouldn't count on it. No. Even if the neighborhood's good. There's no inside parking. It's basically street parking, right? And it is only 1 bedroom, which means that, you know, single people, no family, no kids. right? Maybe a couple just getting started. And that also makes me concerned about the longevity of my tenants, meaning how long are they going to stay in my property? When it's a starting family, then maybe if they're just starting out, maybe they decide to have kids, and then what? Now you're going to have to find some new tenants, and that's, once again, it's not necessarily a problem. I just think that a 2-bedroom would have been nicer on each side. That's all. Let's take a quick peek out back. This is a new back door. Goes out to this little slab. It has this. The water line runs around the porch. Here, this little concrete slab, and goes off into the distance. Okay, that's fun. I'm going to leave that open because I have to go back inside. So, like I said, the roof is new. The siding, well, there is no siding because it's concrete block. It's all good. Looks like there's a little fire pit out here. Great big beautiful tree sitting in the backyard for some shade, although it doesn't really come out over this side too much. I think they cut all the branches off that would come this way. Actually, I'm kind of glad for that because a big tree like that after a while can be a problem. And maybe it's even time to start cutting this one back a little bit too. You can see the kind of debris here on the neighbor's house that a tree like that will leave. And you have to keep that stuff cleaned off. You can't leave it for very long or it starts to become a problem. So nice big backyard though. And this is a quiet area. I like the fence all the way around. I feel, cozy with having that fence there. I like the look of the property. It's nice and clean. The paint is good. The windows, single pane, unfortunately. So that means electric bills are going to be higher. Can't really do much about that. I like the upgrades that they've done in this house. So the question is, this is the kind of property, I guess, if you were somebody who's going to move into one side of a duplex and rent out the other, this might be the kind of property that would work great for that. If you were by yourself, or it was just you and your spouse or significant other. It'd be perfect for that kind of thing. And I think, the look of the home and the way that it's upgraded, you're not going to have to do any kind of serious maintenance for quite a long time. It's on a slab and it's a concrete block house. The windows are all solid. The roof is new. The plumbing looks like it's PVC, which is new enough. The electrical system seems to be new. So I don't think there's anything you're really going to have to do in here. These LVP floors will last for a long, long time. The kitchen's all upgraded. So maintenance-wise, you got almost no maintenance that you'll have to do on this property. And that definitely can be a cost when you buy an older home that maybe is a little more run down. Now, once again, I guess it depends on what it is that you're after. An older home might give you a better cap rate, the amount that you can get on rents compared to the purchase price. But then you have to deal with the maintenance issues, right? So up to you how you like to proceed with that. But I do like this property. I'd like to have it in my rental portfolio. I don't know personally that I would want to pay what it is they're asking because, I want a cap rate of 10 when I buy rental properties, and this one's not going to give me that. But what it would give me is a property that I could forget about it once I got tenants in there because they're never going to call me with problems, right? And my current properties, a lot of them, my tenants call me all the time. Oh, Jay, this. Oh, Jay, that. So take that as you will. 839 Acosta Street in the beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. It's lovely out today. And we're going to get this locked up. And I'll see you guys at the next one.